Well, we're here again at Preaching Previews, Fairfield Presbyterian Church. We're moving away from our Ephesians study this Lord's Day for a particular reason, and that is, I think it's important for us as God's people to see situations like the awful flooding and the devastation of life in Texas for this past week. To date, my understanding is 120 dead and over 170 missing, which I think is presumed dead. So this is an awful tragedy for many families, including Christian ones that had their little daughters at a Christian camp and were swept away. So we want to look at this from the Bible's perspective, not modern man who doesn't have a clue what's going on here. They'll talk about some nonsense like climate change, but they are clueless. But what does God tell us? And we're going to turn to Job chapter 1 through 3 especially. We're going to look at Job's instinct to worship God even in his suffering. But then we're going to see in chapter 3 his grief and his pain. And we're going to try to understand that as well, the right way, that we might, as God's people, in a sense, mimic Job where his behavior is commendable. I pray and hope that you might be with us or be somewhere where God's people are gathering this Lord's Day. We'll be back Sunday evening, 6 p.m., continue to work our way through Psalm 23. So join us if you can, and may God bless.